Hello, people. So, this is the beginning of the change, right? So, this is me taking apart my original uh, classic corner, composed of a 13-inch Sony Trinitron, connected everything with composite cables. Um, Took a while. I was trying to be a little bit more organized, taking it off. I think it paid off at the end, and cable management went well. So as you can see here, just finishing up the disconnection. That's my favorite console of all time, the Dreamcast. Thanks for coming up to, I believe that's the N64. Yep, that was all on that side. Oh man, so now that everything's off to the side, move this little table. Don't get under this table as often as I'd like. So now that everything's off, be a nice time to come in and clean up a bit. So sweep it up, make sure that under whatever dust was on there, it's gonna be new, not anything. So now that there's a big boy coming, needed a much bigger table. Make sure that it fit. Wasn't gonna interrupt my couch or anything on the side. Once I brought that in, then started laying some cables again. As you can see here, the GameCube went first. Have too many consoles to display them all, so I had to get a little bit creative, moving them over to the side, maybe side facing. It since has moved, and I'll show a picture right at the end of that. But here I'm just plugging in my component, and I was lucky enough to keep my original console, so I do have the component cable and the adapter, right? So that's what you see me connecting here, making sure everything's nice and tight, won't move too much. These cables are extremely expensive, not many left, not many people bought them. Lucky to have, but basically if it has the Nintendo logo on it, I'm buying it, so I guess I lucked out on that one. Here you see the Dreamcast come in. That still has my original VGA box. That's actually my second Dreamcast, but it was bought around the same time. The original, for some reason, had a bad disc, so had to order. I just come to think of it, same thing with the GameCube. The original GameCube was a black one, right? That one we played to death. Killed the disc, the reader. So ended up getting a second one. Luckily, it was still early enough to still get them with the component connection, right? Because Nintendo did drop those after several years of low adoption. So here, just finishing up the Dreamcast connection. Originally connecting it as a composite. Since moved over to S-Video after I got some cables and a switcher. I'll show a picture of that, and I'll make a separate video with how everything came out, how it looks. So here I'm moving over to the next side. The Nintendo 64 went next. That's also going composite at first. It since moved over to S-Video. Not much of a difference. Man, that Nintendo 64 is hard to get a good picture out of, right? So here comes the big boy. It's definitely a two-person job, so I had to go get a little bit of help. So that is on. And it's a 108-pound, 27-inch Panasonic Tau. Looks amazing. I think is similar or the equivalent, depending on who you ask, to the Sony Trinitrons, right? So it's the same flat front with the higher definition tube. Here, my son got noticed that I was up to something and decided to come and help me. So he collected my controllers and put them in. And that's basically it. It's fun. I will show you everything. I will show you guys how everything came out, and yeah, and some game time.